Alright, so this lesson is about differentiation with rational exponents. I have 5 examples here for you. Let's start with this 2. Alright, so of course the objective is to find the derivative of the given function. Let's start with the f function. So for this kind of problem, all we need to do is to find the derivative of each term. So for the first term, we multiply the exponent 5 by the coefficient 3. So that's 15. And then x, subtract 1 from 5, that's going to give us 4. So plus derivative of 4x raised to negative 2. So to do that, negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And then x, subtract 1 from 2, negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. So now we have 15x raised to 4 minus 8x raised to negative 3. And of course, we might want to have a positive exponent. So here we will use loss of exponent. So 15x raised to 4 minus 8. We want that negative 3 to be positive. So now we will put that in the denominator. So that's x raised to 3. Right? So actually either of these two is correct. It really depends on your teacher. Okay, so let's answer the second problem here. G prime of x is equal to, so for the first term, that will be 6x squared. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. Now for the second term, we want this to become a one-liner term. So what we will do is this. That's 1 over 4. That's our coefficient. And then we will apply the loss of exponent, or one of the loss of exponent. So this is x raised to negative 5 now. Okay? But we're not yet done. We're not able to actually find the derivative of that. So what we did is we simply rewrite this particular term. Okay? So to find the derivative of that, so 6x squared, derivative of this is negative 5 times 1/4. So we multiply that from negative 5 here to negative 1/4. Right? So negative 5 times negative 1/4 is positive 5 over 4. X, subtract 1 from 5, that's going to give us negative 6. Okay, so now that's the derivative of the second term. Plus, derivative of x is just 1, derivative of negative 7 is 0. And again, we might want to have a positive exponent, so let's rewrite this. 6x squared plus 5 plus 5 over 4x raised to 6. So that's the loss of exponent. If it's a negative exponent in the numerator, we can make it positive and just put that in the denominator. If it's in the denominator, then if we want to make it positive, then we'll just put that in the numerator. Okay, so plus 1. Again, either of these two is correct. Right, but again, most teachers actually wants to have a positive exponent, so we can have the second one. All right, let's answer the third example. Okay, so here we have negative squared of x. Using the loss of exponent, this will be equal to a rational exponent. This will be equivalent to x raised to 1/2. So why is it 1/2? Now the index here, we cannot see that the list is 2. So by default, you will see that it's 2. Okay, you don't see any number, that means the exponent is 2. I mean the index rather is 2. Now for the x, the exponent of that is 1. We don't usually write the 1, but if there's no exponent for the variable, we consider that the exponent is 1. So that's 1/2. That's why it's 1/2. The 1 is the exponent of the x, and the 2 is the index. All right, I hope that's clear. So what I'm trying to do here is I will rewrite everything first. So plus 2. All right, we have the x. So 8. So that's 8 over 3. All right. Minus. Okay. So this is 3 over. Right. Again, that will be the numerator of x. And then the denominator would be 5. 3 over 5. Okay. And again, we want to make this a single liner. So I will write again everything. So this is 1/2 plus 2x raised to 8 over 3 minus 3x raised to negative 3 over 5. Okay, so the next thing that we will do here is we will rewrite. We will find the derivative of the given function. So y prime is 1/2 times negative is negative 1/2, and then x 1 half minus 1. So, or minus 2 over 2. Okay, 2 over 2 is 1, right? So that would be negative 1 half. Plus 8 over 3 times 2. So multiply that. So 16 over 3. Then x minus 1 or 3 over 3. So whatever the denominator is, that's going to give you an idea of what to add, or subtract rather. So, so 8 minus 3 is 5 over 3. Okay. Now for the last term, negative 3 over 5 times 3. So for that one, it would be plus 9 over 5. And then x, negative 3 over 5 minus 5 over 5. Okay, the denominator is 5, so minus 5 over 5. Negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8 over 5. Okay? Alright, so let's now convert everything into radical and make the exponent positive. So for the first term, it's going to be negative 1 over 2x raised to positive 1 half. Okay? Plus, now the x here has a positive exponent already. Okay? So that's 5 over 3. So that means we can keep that in the numerator. So 16x raised to 5 over 3 all over 3. And then plus 9. Okay, the exponent here is negative, so we'll put that in the denominator. 5x raised to positive 8 over 5. Okay, so now we will convert all those rational exponents into radicals. Again, some teachers actually can accept this one, but some teachers they prefer radicals, so it really depends on your teacher. So I'll just put the word or here, or negative 1 over 2. So that denominator is your index square root of x. Okay, plus 16. Again, that 3 is your index, cube root of x raised to 5 all over 3. Okay, plus 9 over 5. Again, that denominator 5 is your index. So fifth root of x raised to 8. Right, so there you go. This will be the answer for this given function. Let's go to the fourth one. All right, so for this, we don't need to actually express everything into a positive exponents because all the exponents are positive. So let's go straight. Find the derivative of this function. 1/3 times 2 is 2 over 3. And then we subtract 1 from 1/3, so that means minus 3 over 3. Okay, so that's x raised to negative 2/3. Then minus 3 over 2 times 5 is 15 over 2. Then x minus 2 over 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1, so this is 1 half. Plus, since that is over 2, that means it's 1 half. Times 2 over 5. Okay? Then x minus 5 over 5. That's negative 3 over 5. Alright, so let's simplify everything and make the exponents positive. So this is 2 over 3 x raised to positive 2/3. So for the second term, it's already positive. What we will do is we will convert that x raised to 1 half into radical. So 15 x raised to, square root of x. So the denominator 2 is your index. We don't usually write that if it's 2. The exponent 1, or that numerator 1 rather, is the exponent of your x. All over 2. And then plus, we can cancel the 2. So that's 1 over 5. Or 1 over 5x raised to 3 over 5. Okay, actually, if you, I'll put the x raised to 1 half here just to be consistent. Some teachers, they will accept this. Okay, but some teachers, they want to express the answer as radical. So we can actually do that. So I'll just put the word or 2 over 3 cube root of x squared. Okay, so the denominator 3 is your index, the numerator 2 is the exponent of your x, minus 15 squared of x all over 2, and then plus 1 over 5 fifth root of x to the third power. Okay, so either of these two is correct. It really, again, depends on your teacher. Alright, so here we have 3x to the fourth power minus x raised to 5 plus 4 divided by x squared. So what we will do here is we will separate this into three terms, because as you can see, this is like a rational function. Maybe you're thinking, let's apply the quotient rule. We can actually do that, but it's a lot simpler if we do this method. So 3x raised to 4 over x squared minus x raised to 5 over x squared plus 4 over x squared. Can you see that? So all of them have the same denominator, x squared. So that's 3x raised to 4 over x squared minus x raised to 5 over x squared, and then plus 4 over x squared. And of course, we can simplify each term, right? So using the laws of exponent, 4 and 2, we will simply subtract those two, right? 4 minus 2 is 2. So the first term is just 3x squared. The second term is x raised to 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. Now for this one, what we will do is we want to make this a one-liner and make the exponent negative first. So plus 4x raised to negative 2. Okay? So what we just did is we simply rewrite everything. Now we're ready to find the derivative of each term. So for this one, 6x. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 3x. 3 minus 1 is 2. Minus 8. Right? Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. X raised to negative 3. So again, we want to make the exponent positive. So I'll just put the word or there. 6x minus 3 x squared minus 8 over x to the third power.